Hi, it's Bridgette. Going to try a little different angle today. My fairy grasshoppers, nice to see you. We're going to do some cards, or perhaps what I think I want to do a card, and then I'm going to use these really cool tools here of word rocks. There's also some other crystals and stones in here as well. So we're going to do that. We're going to do a reading for you today. So let's start by, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab, it's a little warm in here. Lots of sunshine today, which is great in the green room. We're going to use these Gateway cards. This is Gateway Oracle cards by Denise, Linn. This is what they look like. And these are linked below. We're going to grab just a general card that will help us with opportunity. Let's have opportunity be our guidepost to kind of ground us energetically, that word opportunity. If you're a journaler, grab out your journal and write down the word opportunity and use that as a place to jump off and explore. Right away, I'm kind of feeling this card right here. I'm going to see if there's any more that are, this one actually is really highlighted for me. So there's two. So we're going to do this one first. Let's do this one. I feel like I need to wait with this one. So let's do this one first. We've got healing the past. This energy is clearly about helping you to shift and release. Are you holding on to something? The situation that you're thinking about when there's opportunities here is to not change the other person necessarily, or not wait for something miraculous to show up or happen in order for things to change, but for you to be able to release. Healing is about being able for you to be able to not have the past have such a hold on you. It says, I step into my future with strength and clarity in order to really bring about the gifts of that difficult experience, the gifts of strength and clarity. You must be able to, when I say healing the past, I'm feeling like this is about forgiveness. This card is about forgiveness. Look at the green energy here with this beautiful new growth, and we've got the forest. This feels kind of Celtic to me, Celtic vibes. I'm actually feeling the reed. For those of you who are connected to the Ogham, look up the term, look up the tree, the reed, R-E-E-D, the plant, and find out for you what it means. It really is like this holding place, this like gathering up or collections place, and allows for the energy of water to partner with the grounding energy of earth with the reed energy vibration. So there you go. All right, so that's the base. So let's find some, let's put this here and find some rocks that can help you to support you in this. Okay, let's find some. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's a green one, and I am going to take this one right off the top here. This one says sharing. Can you see that? Okay. This one says sharing. This is a green moss agate. It's not an aventurine. It might look like that, but it's much more of a green moss agate. It's not a malachite either, or malachite. It's not a malachite. It's actually a green moss agate. All right, so green, we're going to put that. So sharing. So it may very well be that through sharing your story, whether you write about it, whether you talk to a trusted friend or advisor, like maybe it's time to get a counselor. Maybe it's time to call that 1-800 number on the back of your health insurance card and just talk to somebody. Talk to somebody so you can kind of at least start the unraveling of all the blame, fault, or intensity that you carry. At least loosen up some of the energy just a tiny little bit for yourself, because you deserve that. So sharing. All right, so I'm also feeling like I need to bring in a little rose quartz here, honoring the heart chakra and the heart space, because water, reed energy is emotion. This green energy is your heart chakra. The pink energy is your heart chakra. It's having compassion for yourself. All right. This is not an easy thing to do, but when you move through a process of forgiveness, not forgiving the other person because they're great now, or forgiving the situation like, oh, poor me, all these bad things happened to me, which might really suck. It might be horrific, tragic, and incredibly horrific trauma. I'm not trying to make light of that. I'm just saying, yes, these things have happened. Yeah, these situations have occurred and unfolded in my life. But where is my power? My power is in my own healing. My own healing. What I do with it moving forward, gaining strength within myself and providing clarity for my future. Your past does not have to determine your future. You have choice. You need to get some support, I feel like, here in order to have the freedom of forgiveness for yourself. It's the gift you give yourself, right? The gift you give yourself is forgiveness. That's why it's called forgiving. Giving. It's for you. Giving. For you. Giving. Okay. All right. So let's read the second one. See what this one is. Look deeper. Oh my goodness. This feels very psychic, doesn't it? Look at all the blue. It just said water element too in the other card. So we're going to honor that. Connection of the water element helps with flow, helps to shift and clear energy. Honoring the emotions, looking deeper, deep within me is a majestic radiance. So this is about healing. Look at that gem right at the top there hovering, that yellow gem. That is the solar plexus that's connected to your spirit. This energy of the mountains perhaps might be the challenges or obstacles that you have climbed in the past. Again, your past does not have to determine your future. And look at all of these choices. All of these other crystals, rocks, stones, gems here, they represent your gifts. All the things, the skills, the gifts, the talents that you have, these represent choices and options, opportunity, and that's how we connected in the first place. We connected it with the word opportunity, didn't we? Didn't we use opportunity? Yes, I believe we did. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. This is your spirit speaking to you. This is your solar plexus chakra, looking deeper. So I feel like we need another card here. I'm not sure which one to pick. I'm thinking we might need this one to ground and center. Yes, this Sacred Destiny deck. Again, a Denise Linn deck. This one's very grounded, earthy. So we're going to use this one. But before we do that, I want to make sure we're going to bring in some energy of peace. This stone itself is actually, I love this rock, you guys. This is like one of my favorites. It's a man-made glass. It's gold stone. But it feels like a kind of a bronzy color, which to me is very like earth tone, bark of a tree, rooted grounding, connected with the sacral chakra. So your dreams and your desires and your womb space, that energy at the hips and the pelvis that is very, very balancing and strong in your structure, right? And so this energy of peace is coming in here so that the idea isn't to feel unsettled. It's to not get overwhelmed with the choices. It's to just recognize opportunities. We asked for opportunities. Here's a lot of them. So let's have peace in acknowledging the fact that your spirit is guiding you. You are intuitively guided. Your heart has the support and structure that it needs, especially when you're working through forgiveness. And then here you are with more options and opportunities. Until you do some of this work, don't even try to be psychic. Don't even try. Don't even try to be like, well, I want to talk to angels and spirit guides. I'm like, have you done your own work? Do you still feel like a victim? Do you still blame your ex-husband for your money situation? Are you still angry at your dad? I mean, whatever it might be for you, got to loosen up the energy. There has to be flow, or you won't have flow here. You will not have flow in your intuition. You will have haphazardly, random, mystic encounters that are not predictable, and you're going to get frustrated. Yes, you will get frustrated because your flow is going to be kinked. The hose is going to be kinked because you don't have a direct line to your spirit and solar plexus unless you're working with your heart space, unless you're kind and gentle to yourself and don't blame, shame yourself and also others for situations or circumstances that you have part of, and also things that have happened that you've been part of that had just like totally random things as well. There is a depth of release that you deserve, a depth of forgiveness for yourself. Like, I shouldn't have walked that way home. I shouldn't have, whatever you're holding for yourself, and you're against yourself regardless of whatever natural circumstances occurred or situation has been experienced by you, abuse, anything like that. You have to forgive yourself. You're not at fault. Forgiveness is not about being at fault. Forgiveness is about opening the flow so you can receive. When you're forgiving, you get to receive again. This is critical key, or you're not going to be predictable, intuitive. You're just not going to do it. You'll get messages here and there randomly, haphazardly, and then you'll be like, well, Bridgette, I don't know why I'm like, have you done your work? Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you on your own side? Can you stand up for yourself inside your mind? Like, I'm talking, can your heart stand up to your mind? Can you? Inside, I'm talking internal dialogue. I'm not talking other people. I'm talking internal dialogue. Does your heart stand up to your mind? Does it? And you and I both know it probably doesn't. This is a practice. It's a relationship. It's an evolving relationship. All right? Okay. Enough lecturing, Bridgette. Give us the info. Okay, so we're going to step into Sacred Destiny. Oh, you guys, I just see so much in you. There's so much in you. And if you guys would just acknowledge the fact that your heart is where it's at, man, that empathy of you isn't, your empathic isn't intended to overwhelm you with emotions. It's intended for you to learn about your own feelings and acknowledge your own feelings and love yourself and be with yourself and just be tender with yourself and kind with yourself, compassionate to yourself. And we all need to learn those things. I need to learn those things too. Me too. I'm no expert, but I recognize the importance of the heart, the importance of emotions, the importance of past traumas and experiences and how it defines me or stops my flow. And it blocks the intuition in its consistency. The most frustrating thing for people when they're trying to learn to use their intuition is the inconsistent nature of it. Sometimes they're connected, sometimes they're not. Well, this is the reason why. Go back to the heart space. Allow your emotions to flow. Don't be afraid of your emotions. It's natural to do that. I feel like this one's really stepping on. I'm going to hold this one. It just like literally glowed. When I looked at this card, it went kind of vibrated out. Aren't these pretty? Again, this is the Sacred Destiny deck. This is much more of a, same lady, Denise, Linn, love her. This is much more of a grounded deck. So I like this one, using this one with something else. If you just use it by itself, it's gorgeous. It'll ground you, but it doesn't quite give enough meat for me. So this one says love. Isn't that what we were just discussing? Oh, I think so. Oh, I think so. I love how things harmonize. Look at the colors here, the gorgeous sky energy. Thank you, air element that's showing up. We had water, now we've got air. Hey, we've had earth right away in the beginning, so earth, air, and water. Great. The energy of the colors here. Look at this red, rich root chakra. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous, peachy, orange sacral chakra color. Perfect. This is love, my dears. This is love. Look at this tropical paradise. Look at the energy of the lush background and scenery here. And I do believe that I can see way back here. Can you see that? It looks like some water. It looks like there is definitely some water back there. I see it kind of peeking out right here. So the water element is actually physically showing, which honors your emotions as well. Okay, so I'm feeling like there's one more. It feels like we need one more right here, doesn't it? Oh, yes, it does. But before we do that, I'm going to grab one. Pink rock. This one says integrity, the energy of integrity. This is not a rose quartz. I'm not sure the name of this one. It feels like, because it has the kind of the veining in it, it feels like it could be a type of jasper potentially, or maybe even not an agate, but if you know what it is, you can put it in the comments below. It's a very mauve-y pink stone. There you go. Integrity, integrity. Beautiful. So we've got sharing, peace, integrity. Look at that. Sharing, peace, integrity. Now what is our fourth? Let's use this. This is actually going to be a spirit guide energy. This is a deck by Kyle Gray. Again, these are linked below, the Angels and Ancestors card deck. This is a little more in your face, kind of tell it like it is. It's deeper, a little more intense. I didn't like these at first. I was like, these are way too grounding. These are way too serious. Now I like them. I think with this card deck, this Sacred Destiny deck, I think it's a really nice companion. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Nitty-gritty dirt band, you and me going fishing in the dark line on the... Okay, we're connecting into the energy of opportunity here. And I feel a couple of cards coming through here. I'm going to take this one. Here we go. So this is what the cards look like. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at the owl, compass, kind of play on a clock, time energy. Yeah, that looks like the solar energy down there, the direction of south. And we have Heart Guardian. I'm sensing a theme here. I mean, maybe. I'm not really sure. Do you see a theme here as well? I mean, you know, we've talking about the heart here and the growth and the healing the past, and we're talking about emotions, and we're talking about the solar plexus and the need to be connected to the heart and the peace. And then we get this card that says love. I mean, you know, maybe it has something to do with the heart. Maybe we're working on that. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Look at this energy. Look at this energy here. This is gorgeous. Just breathe that in for a second. That red, rich chakra energy. Got a little bit of oil on her, actually. Ooh, my goodness. Look at her heart guardian. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's bring something in. I'm going to bring in a nice red heart to kind of balance things out here. So we've got the rose quartz. I can't remember what this one is either. I'm sorry. I cannot remember what this is. This is not a jasper. It's something else. Reminds me of like a mud rock, an earthy rock. It might actually be one of those mud kind of tumbling rocks. I can't remember what this is, but no matter. This is an earthy rock connected to the root chakra. So we've got our heart, sharing, peace, integrity, and heart. So the bookends are heart, vibrational energy. This is grounding everything that we've talked about in our time together during this particular reading. All right, so I am Bridgette. I don't usually do card readings like this, but I thought I would quickly here and give it a go and see kind of how this setup works. Not loving it, gotta say, but at least I'm giving you an opportunity to connect in with a card reading, to use some of our psychic tools like the energy of rocks and crystals and stones. I know some of you really enjoy that. We've used 3 different card decks here. They are all linked below. I'll put little stars next to them so that you know which ones were used here. This is the Denise Linn Gateway Oracle cards, these 2. This one is Denise Linn's Sacred Destiny. And this one is the Kyle Gray deck, Angels and Ancestors. All right. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a great day. I hope that we've inspired your spirit, filled you with some hope, encouraged you to live your best life. It's your life after all. So you've got to live it. Just live it. Thanks for watching.